Hi, I'm Ildiko Spinfisher, the Business Burnout Buster. My passion is to change the burnout culture within businesses and organizations. Since the pandemic, burnout has become an epidemic, with 2.5 million people having succumbed to extreme exhaustion, high anxiety, depression, and all the other symptoms associated with a breakdown of mental and physical health due to unacceptable levels of pressure at work. Does this include you? Because as a teacher, you are in one of the highest risk sectors. But burnout has not just popped into existence since the pandemic. The pandemic just accelerated the inevitability of millions of people reaching that point. Have you been struggling to keep your head above the water for a while? I would like to share with you some rescue tactics in my upcoming webinar that will help you to swim again. There are several factors which put educational establishments at great risk of a high level of burnout amongst staff, and they have been cumulative because they have not been addressed for a long time. Results from the Teacher Wellbeing Index from 2022 show that 59% of teaching staff have considered leaving the education sector within the last academic year. 78% of teaching staff reported having at least one psychological, behavioural or physical symptom linked to high stress levels. That is an incredibly high amount of people who are suffering instead of being satisfied and happy with their jobs. So let's explore the factors that are creating this situation. The first factor is an unimaginable workload. Are you happy in your job, or are you finding that your workload means that you can't have a healthy work-life balance? Regular downtime is very important for our psychological health. Rest and relaxation must be factored into a daily routine. But if you're chasing your tail to keep deadlines, then it becomes a challenge to keep in balance. In my upcoming webinar, which is going to be on the 13th of December at 7 p.m, I want to help you to work out how you can bring balance back into your life. Another factor cited by teachers is a lack of psychological safety at work. In order to maintain good mental health, it's very important to feel valued for the work that you do and trusted by your managers and leaders. If you do not feel that this is the case in your educational establishment, then you may be feeling disillusioned and negative when you are at work. This is reflected in the 60% of teachers who've reported that they do not feel valued. This is the type of circumstance which leads to poor self-esteem, lack of confidence and self-worth, and I want to turn that around. Results show that there have been huge increases in mood swings, poor concentration levels and short-term memory lapses. These are all symptoms of burnout. A further big factor creating unacceptable pressure is a lack of resources and the support needed to get through a tough week. Are you feeling extreme exhaustion? Do you have no energy to even do the things that you used to enjoy anymore? Do people who are not teachers think you are complaining about nothing? It's very difficult when other people don't understand what you are going through and can't appreciate it. Are you facing having to make a very difficult decision to leave your career, the one that you love, because it has become untenable? Whether you're still trying to make your teaching job work for you or you have left it, if you're burnt out, it will be a challenge for you to have the energy to even think about what your next step is. This is where I come in. I'm the Business Burnout Buster, and I am passionate about helping people like you to overcome overwhelm. That is why I'll be delivering a webinar, especially for you in the education sector, firstly, to help you recognize the risks of burnout and to understand the symptoms you may already be experiencing. Then I will be drilling down into the practical and of-the-moment actions you can take to reduce the pressure on you. If you're feeling disillusioned, unmotivated, and you don't see a positive future for yourself right now, join me and get informed and self-aware about burnout and what you can do to protect yourself from it. So please do join me on the 13th of December at 7 p.m. on Zoom for my webinar, Beating Burnout in Education.